This is the story of the Bremen Town musicians. There once was a certain man who had a donkey which carried the corn sacks to the mill every day for many a long year. But since he was growing old, he was no longer able to work. Now the donkey, knowing his master would soon kill him, ran away and set out on the road to Bremen. There I can surely be town musician. When he had walked some distance, he found a dog lying on the road, gasping like one who has run until he was tired. What are you gasping so for, you big fellow? Oh, replied the dog. As I am old and can't hunt any more, my master wants to kill me, so I've run away. But now I have no way to earn food. I'll tell you what, I'm going to Bremen to be a musician. Why not get yourself the same kind of a job? I'll play the lute, and you can beat the kettle drum. The dog agreed, and they went on. Before long, they came to a cat who sat on the path looking very unhappy. Why, what's wrong with you?
Who can be merry when his life is in danger? I'm old, and since my teeth are not sharp, I don't want to hunt mice anymore. My owner is angry and wants to drown me, so I've run away. But now I have nowhere to go.
Come with us to Bremen Town. You understand night music, so you can be a musician too. The cat liked the idea and went with them. After this, the three came to a farmyard where the cock was sitting on the gate crowing very loudly. Why do you crow so loudly? Something the matter?
Yes, replied the cock. I am crowing at full pitch while I can, for this evening I am to have my head cut off.
Ah, but Redcomb, you better come away with us. We're going to Bremen. You have a great voice, and we can make music together. The cock agreed to this plan, and the four of them went on together. They couldn't reach the city of Bremen in one day, so they had to spend the night in a forest. The donkey and the dog laid themselves down under a large tree. The cat and the cock settled themselves in the branches, but the cock flew right to the top where he was most safe. Before he went to sleep, he looked all around on all four sides, and he thought he saw a light in a house not far off. So he called to his companions. The donkey said, "If it really is a house, we better get up and go on, for it's a little cold here." So they made their way to the place where the light was, and the donkey, because he was the biggest, went to the window and looked in.
What do you see, my gray horse?
What do I see? I see a table covered with good things to eat and drink and robbers sitting at it enjoying themselves.
That'd be the sort of thing for us.
Yeah. How I wish we were in there. And then suddenly the animals thought of a plan to drive the robbers away. The donkey placed himself with his 4 feet on the window ledge. The dog jumped on the donkey's back. The cat climbed up on the dog. And lastly, the cock flew up and sat on the head of the cat. When this was done, they began to perform their music together. The donkey brayed, the dog barked, the cat meowed, and the cock crowed. And then they burst into the room so that the glass clattered. At this horrible noise, the robbers sprang up, thinking that a ghost had come in, and they fled in great fright into the forest. The 4 companions now sat down at the table, well content with what was left, and ate as if they would never eat again. When they were all full, they put out the light, and each found a sleeping place that suited him. Being tired from their long walk, they soon went to sleep. When it was past midnight, the robbers saw that the light was no longer burning in their house, and all seemed quiet. The captain said, "We ought not to let ourselves be so frightened," and ordered one of them to go back and look around the house. The messenger, hearing not a sound, went into the kitchen to light a candle, and, taking the glittering, fiery eyes of the cat for live coals, he held a match to them to light it. But the cat didn't understand the joke and flew in his face. The robber was dreadfully frightened and ran to the back door, but the dog who lay there sprang up and bit his leg. Then as he ran across the yard by the straw heap, the donkey gave him a kick with his hind foot. The cock, too, who had been awakened by the noise, cried down from the beam, "Kickery-wickery-wee!" And then the robber ran back as fast as he could to his captain and said, "Oh, there's a horrible witch sitting in the house who spat on me and scratched my face. By the door stands a man with a knife who stabbed me in the leg. In the yard there lies a black monster who beat me with a wooden club. And above on the roof sits the judge who called out, 'Bring the rogue here to me!' So I got his way as well as I could." After this, the robbers were afraid to go into the house again. But the 4 musicians of Bremen liked it so well that they spent the rest of their lives there, eating and making the merriest music in the forest.